Hi friends, welcome back to Simply Our Home. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Amy and welcome. Today we'll be going outside and I'll be detailing and cleaning my disgusting family vehicle, top to bottom, inside and out. So you're sure to see some before and afters that are super satisfying. Also, I'll take you along and share with you some tips and tricks on how I do this quick and easy. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Okay guys, here's the current state of my SUV. And to be honest, I am super embarrassed that I've let it get so bad. It's not so much the clutter, but oh my, the dog hair, it's bad. But in my defense, we have taken a few longer trips recently to my parents', which is about 2 hours away, with all 4 of us, plus 2 dogs who were shedding like crazy. Yep, and here is Nyla, one of the culprits to this gross mess you're seeing. Unlike the inside of the house, where I have a place for everything and often get the comment that I'm cleaning a clean house, here you can see I don't have the same methods for our car. So to get started, I'm going to be using the KonMari method, which is my first tip, and that is to clear out everything. I grabbed a small trash can, of course for the trash, and a trash bag to fill up everything else that needed to be stored in a different place. This simple act of decluttering makes a world of difference and in my opinion is the most important step. Moving on to my next step, which is to always turn to my trusty vacuum. As you can see, I pulled out my old canister vacuum to complete this job instead of the typical shop vac or even my cordless. And here's the reason why. I honestly hate using a shop vac. It's bulky, hard to maneuver, the suction power is never enough, and the tool attachment never performs like it's supposed to. I don't like using my cordless either in any area outside the house. Most vacuums are not intended to clean outside materials like rocks and such like we're going to find here in the car. Plus, it's fairly new and I want to keep it running at peak performance. So I typically only use our shop vac when I need to clean up pebbles, sawdust, or cinders. But on the other hand, my canister vacuum does an excellent job, and because it's older, I'm not quite as worried about it. I'm able to remove the dust on surfaces with the dust attachment, get into most smaller areas with the crevice tool, and lastly, remove most dirt and hair with the mini carpet bar. But hold tight, don't click off just yet. I have some awesome tips for getting into areas that the vacuum just can't accomplish. So one tip that I have for getting into your cup holders is to take an old cup and an old sock, and I'm just going to put this over top of the cup on the big side since these are large. Put it on here. I've already dipped it into my Tide solution, and then I'm just going to clean out any of the old debris and stickiness that is along the edges. And there you have it, just like that. So the next tip is to use a makeup brush or a paintbrush, and what you're going to do is just go in here to get all the dust off. And again, this is an old clean makeup brush. You can also use a painting brush that is foam, and that just cleans that off so nice and super quick. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit all the other vents with this, so give it a try. Another useful tool is an old toothbrush. Use this to scrub out any crumbs and dirt that are stuck down deep into the seams of your car seat fabric. I'm super surprised to see what I'm getting out of there even after I vacuumed. This next tip is to use a microfiber towel with a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to get into all the little crevices. That might have accumulated some dust. Now I'm moving on to our leather seats, and for this I'm going to use a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, lightly dampened with water. Our seats were looking a little grimy from just normal wear and tear, and even staining from our denim clothes. This method seemed to work wonders. I also loved how easy it was for removing any scuffs and marks. I was amazed at how dirty the seats were. Just wait for the before and after shot. I did want to mention that the Mr. Clean leaves a dirty residue behind. So quickly wiping down the seats with a damp microfiber cloth totally took care of this.
Some kind of magic, you came into my life, and with that bedhead, you give me falling twice.
So here's a close-up shot. This side is not clean and this one is. I was shocked at the difference. Next up, I'm going to pull out all of our mats and give them a good vacuuming. We definitely need to remove the fur coat that we've coated them with. Let me just tell you, these next few clips are going to be super satisfying, so I hope that you enjoy.
Don't need to tell you, you see it in my eyes. I wanna travel, let's drive into the sunrise. Where your heart is where I wanna lie. Just wanna love you like I
I'm not sure what kind of stain this is or even where it came from, but I was afraid that it wasn't going to come up. I think it might have been paint. Anyway, luckily after I scrubbed it with some soapy water, then followed it up by scraping it down with a flathead screwdriver and a stiff brush, it finally faded away. Now to try and get all this grossness up. It was quite a job for sure, I'm not gonna lie. I think the hair was embedded into the carpet fibers. So you're gonna see me first try the mini carpet bar, but soon I found out that wasn't going to get the dog hair up. So I moved on to trying the crevice tool, which was working much better, but still there were some stubborn hairs that were holding on for dear life. So the next technique I tried was using a stiff bristle brush to dislodge the hair. This indeed worked so much better, so I'm just going to move my way around the edges and get this looking brand new again.
I'm going out my mind. Give me some directions to get to you. To get to you, ain't gonna waste my time. I know that we got connection, I think about you. You're on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Yeah, I'm going out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. Yeah, for you tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it will get me to, yeah.
Now I'm just going to replace the mats and then give you a look at the results. Nice, don't you think? Here I'm going to grab my bucket and Tide solution to move from the inside of the car to the doors and dash. To the bucket, I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of laundry detergent that has been mixed with just a splash of laundry softener to the hot water. This makes a fantastic cleaner for the car, and I love the scent that lingers.
Tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it will get me to, yeah.
So here's a different use for this everyday tool, and that is to get into small cracks and crevices with a toothpick. It's perfect for removing the dirt stuck in the weather strip. The next trick I read on Pinterest and wanted to give it a try. That is to use cooking oil to condition and refresh your leather. Coconut oil is extremely popular with its many clever uses. You can use it to moisturize your skin, increase your metabolism, improve dental health, protect your hair, cook with, and much more. So I figured I'd give it a try and see what I thought. I was pleasantly surprised. I also enjoyed the light coconut smell that lingered. Just remember, a little bit goes a long way, so use sparingly. Overall, I think it worked just as well as our more expensive leather conditioner. Moving on back, it's time to clean the third row seating, which I'm going to do off camera, and then we'll go ahead and do the trunk. My process to detailing the car is to clean it from top to bottom and from front to back as much as possible. Having an overall plan is easiest for me to stay focused and not be jumping from one thing to another.
So watch your feelings, the city's screaming when I'm coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now.
One last carpet tip vacuum, and that will be my last for vacuuming today. Did you know that cleaning your vehicle is great exercise? The constant movement will burn calories in no time, about 250 calories per hour. In real time, I think this took me 3 to 4 hours, but man am I glad I got this accomplished and quit putting it off. I know everyone will enjoy our trips much more with all the gross hair not floating around all over the car.
For a reason, but you're trying to deny that we should be together. It's heavy weather, we're heading for tonight. You better take what you can, cause the time is right.
Finally, everything is looking great inside the car, but one more thing I need to do, and that is to clean the windows.
That's just rubbing alcohol and a microfiber towel. And I'm going to get streak-free windows, which is great. And I would open the trunk, but my battery died. So that's one of the reasons why you've seen the jumper cables and underneath of the one seat, because we've been having to jump the car. So we need a new battery. So hopefully my husband will be bringing that home this evening.
One thing to remember too, when you're washing your windows, go ahead and run your windows down and get that important part that is often missed, which is right at the top that fits under the weather stripping. But of course my car is dead, so I can't do that. But just as a reminder, remember to roll them down and get that one little spot. So to keep everything nice and fresh, we're going to go ahead and use these dryer sheets, and we'll just tuck a few under the seat, and that'll refresh all the air in there and make it smell nice and clean. So here's another way to keep your car nice and smelling fresh, and that is to take some essential oil and a clothespin. And all you're going to do is just put a couple drops of that along the wood, and then you can either clothespin it to your vent or even just throw that in your car, and then you'll have the nice smell, a nice fragrance of your essential oil. So give that a try and let me know in the comments if you like it. Tag, he's it. I'm going to hand off the cleaning to my hubby, Scott. At this point, it's been a few hours later and I am tired. So he has no complaints about finishing up for me, since he's usually the one that always does this part anyway. So a big thanks to you, babe. So again, here's another super satisfying clip of washing the outside of the vehicle. I don't know what it is about creating lines on an object that is so soothing and relaxing, just like vacuum lines. Anyone know? Let me know down in the comments if you do. The soap he is using is the Armor All Wash and Wax. I can link it in the description box along with any of the products I've mentioned previously if you'd like to take a look. For those of you who might be new, Scott and I were high school sweethearts and have been married for 20 years. Just this past week was our 24-year engagement anniversary. We have two amazing kids, Caleb, who is 18 and moving into his first college dorm this week, and Elena, our baby, who is 14 and will be going to high school. It seems like I blinked and they're all grown up. Let me know in the comments if you're married and for how long, and if you have any kiddos. I'd love to know more about you. Scott always does a stunning job of making our car sparkle like it was just off the showroom floor. The way he accomplishes this is by using a 2-bucket method, which he thinks is super important. One is a dirty bucket and the other is clean. You always return to the dirty bucket first to rinse and remove any dirt and rocks that could scratch your paint surface. He also tackles the car from top to bottom to further prevent scratches. since the bottom has so much more particles that could cause scratches to the finish.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me? At all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall.
So here's a trick to remove bug splatters easily and quickly. Take a wet dryer sheet and scrub the area thoroughly, replacing with a new dryer sheet once the white softener lightens.
Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me?
We wanted to show you the difference so that you could compare sides. So on this left side, he is just doing a normal scrub down, and then on the right is where we did the dryer sheet. We're just going to let set, and then we will spray it off and show you the results. And honestly, the camera doesn't show just how amazing this trick is. You'll have to give it a try and see for yourself. You'll be amazed.
It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I'm not pretending, I'm more like this, a game for the reckless. It's so
Now to give some attention to the tires. A good scrub with a tire brush followed by the power washer. He loves the look that the power washer gives, and best yet, that it is quick and easy.
calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman.
The final step for Scott to get that showroom finish is to squeegee all the water droplets off the surface. This is an absolute must for us because of our hard water, or we will be left with residue spots everywhere. I'll finish up by doing a quick clean of the windows outside, and we should be done with this detail and clean.
The reckless, it's so extreme and I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, yeah. They calling me a mad woman, calling me a mad woman.
One last tip to remember is to spray rubbing alcohol on your windshield wiper blades. to ensure smooth fluid movement and to prevent the dreaded squeaking that sometimes occurs with soapy film or residue that is left on the rubber. Well guys, that's a wrap on today's detail and clean of my gross and grimy family SUV. I hope you've gotten some tips and tricks on how to get a showroom look to your vehicle and are excited to try some of them out. I'll be back inside with my regular content, and be on the lookout for my new fall clean and decorate, which will be coming soon. Make sure to like this video, share with a friend, and be subscribed. To make sure you don't miss any of my new videos, set up your notifications by clicking on the bell and selecting all. I hope that you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. See you in the next one. Bye.
Mad woman, keep calling me a mad woman.